There's no way anyone believes this is an efficient way to display drinks. Had to open 5 doors until I found what I wanted. What? Dude, what is the point of that? To start the setup process, please scan the QR code using your phone camera. Oh man, this is one of those things that does make me hate technology. One of the few things that makes me think phone bad. Why? Because this is the most unnecessary load of bullshit ever. You're not saving any power or anything like that. I cannot fathom what the point of this is. It is so insufferably stupid. If these are indeed beverage coolers like you'd see at every convenience store that I've ever been to, wow, that is honestly embarrassing. And whatever startup is spending however much money to get it going, f*** you. I cannot wait for it to fail. I'm sorry, I get so fed up with stuff like that. I get really mean sometimes. That's not really what I'm going for, but oh, that is so... It's just sad, isn't it? It's just stupid. Just keep the glass clear. I don't need a app for that. Cremation facility lost my grandma's urn. They... Wait. They what? Holy crap. Well, that... Ooh, I don't even... Whew. All right, well, it's time to start a fight. You know, just a quick fight to the death. New hire told me she thought it was rude that I was hogging the entire table at lunch. Any thoughts? Wow, I can't believe you're using the whole table. You know what? You're a bit of a bitch. I'm being sarcastic. She's completely crazy? Okay, well, whatever. I've used audio as my opening word every day since day one. Thought I'd change things up yesterday. Okay. Okay, well, see, I've never played this, so I don't know. I don't know what this is or what you'd be mad at. I'm sure you're very validated in that, but I don't know how this game works, and I've never played it, and, well, you get the picture. My medium fries had only 5 fries in it. Yeah, Chick-fil-A kind of sucks. I don't know if you... I mean, you can like the food all you want, but... I can't imagine paying what I can only imagine. I don't know. I hate having used that word 2 times in a row. But anyway, if I had to guess off the top of my head, a medium fry is like $4.70, maybe above $5 if they're completely crazy. Could be a lot less than that. Probably is. However, knowing Chick-fil-A, they're not goddamn cheap. They are absolutely not cheap. At least in my experience, they've never been. So that would honestly piss me off. That's some bullshit right there. You know what? Next time, go to like your local grocery chain or whatever, get yourself a bag of frozen ones for the same price and just make yourself a whole tray. Way better. My N key on my new keyboard is slightly off on almost every color. Sorry, the picture is really weird. Yeah, is one of them just off? It's just not even powering on at that color? God damn, that's weird. What brand is this? I hope it's not an expensive one. When the package is a perfect fit, there's no room for fingers. Yeah, I don't think they think about that at all. It's very rare for a package to be a perfect fit. Haha, that's what she said. I get it. But I don't know. The guy probably got it in there and was so excited and thought, oh, it's so cool. Just didn't even think about you needing to get it back out. Why do people think this is okay? Oh, because they're assholes. That's usually the answer for stuff like this. Just so you know, if you're going to try the shoes on or anything like that, you don't get to just chuck them on the ground and leave. You don't get to do that. You think you can because someone's getting paid to clean up after. No, it's not their f***ing job. Their job is not putting away that your arrogant ass left on the ground. I'm not trying to accuse you and say that you're not like you, Jim. You don't do that, do you? Okay, good. Jim does not do that. So maybe you guys should be like Jim, right? If you do, I'm just saying, man, it just gets so much worse. This restaurant has an automatic 18% service charge for parties of 1 or higher. What is the point of... Huh? Oh, Cupertino. Is this in California? Let's see here. Very expensive. Okay. Service charge, 18%. And is that the tip or is that a separate deal? Or do they just force you to pay an 18% service charge that absolutely, totally, for sure goes to the server? I mean, I'm trying to find a tip. I don't see one on here, but I think the worst part about this is the parties of 1 or larger. Yeah, how is that legally allowed? I mean, just stop it with the dip language. Just say, yeah, you will pay an extra 18% forever. Dude, just raise your prices, asshole. I love college. Why do I feel like you don't? 1 of 1 remaining. Sorry, 1 of 1. Excuse me. 0 remaining. I can't read. 42 out of 42. 99.89%. Why? Paid extra for a window seat, and the lady next to me reached over to shut it halfway through the flight. No. You don't get to do that. Look, you can ask. You can say, hey, it's really bright and trying to sleep. Can you, put the shade down or most of the way down? But you do not reach over into my fucking space that I paid for and touch the wall that I paid for the privilege of having that I could lay my head against, okay? Don't do that. That ain't cool. I paid extra money to get a window seat because I have flying anxiety, and looking out the window's the only thing that helps me not freak out. Same. Except I'm in the aisle because I pee every 4 seconds, and I don't like climbing over people. And the lady next to me reached over me, my head was resting on the window, and she slams it shut and says it hurts my eyesight. Mind you, this flight was in the daytime, and she also threw away one of the cups I was using while I was in the bathroom. I opened the window 30 minutes later because I started getting nervous, and I paid for it so I didn't feel bad. You shouldn't feel bad. Absolutely not. No, I'm sorry. You gotta be prepared for flying, okay? You were prepared. This person wasn't. It hurts my eyesight. Then get a 50-cent fucking mask for your eyes, okay? Do that. How about that? You do not get to demand someone in the seat do anything in particular that they do not want to do. Sure, if that person's like, ew, fuck off, maybe they're in the wrong here. I get it. But you do not reach into my personal space and do That's not cool. Just got my first passport in the mail 2 days ago, and my mom's dog has already chewed it up. Okay, so your mom's gonna pay because it's probably not valid when that happens, so your mom's gonna pay to get a new one, right? Replace it? My Uber driver's picture. Enjoy your order. Oh. They certainly worked their magic for you. Take a minute to leave a tip. Yeah, okay. Wife won dinner for 2 at her workplace as a reward for submitting safety occurrence reports. This is what dinner for 2 turned out to be. Holy crap, a box of Kraft dinner and oh man, that is so actually insanely rude. That is so, I'm trying to find the right words. Condescending, disrespectful, embarrassing, pathetic, all kinds of words are coming to mind here. Start looking for a new place to work. Don't quit, but start looking, you know what I mean? My landlord finally decided to pour the concrete yesterday, without notice, right before I go to work. So, in this particular case, I don't know. Dude sounds like an idiot. But to be fair, a lot of these people sound like that. Hey, whoa, why is he looking so guilty? What'd you do, little dude? I can tell that your cat is equally shocked about these events. Yeah, I guess that's the look of surprise. This is how my husband opens the bread if I don't get to it first. Just rips a hole in the bag and leaves it open like this too. Okay, well, that's not just like a weird, quirky, mildly infuriating type of thing. If I was married to somebody and they did like this, he better be eating a loaf of bread every goddamn day, or we need to sit down and have a little chat about how this behavior is actually, it's not psychotic or insane or legitimately crazy, but it's mad disrespectful and incredibly wasteful and incredibly stupid. I'm in a brand new house. My neighbor feels my air conditioner is too loud, so he deliberately shines his lights into my bedroom. Okay. You should get some lights and shine them back, or you can put up reflective coating on your window/patio door, whatever that is. Should do that. I'm sure he'd get real happy about that. Just give it a little bit of it back, man. Big ass mirror, my dude. Big ass mirror. Exactly. Hey guys, just wanted to remind you of all that great merch over at MKshop.com. Check out our all new hoodie. 100% cotton, terry cloth inner lining. It is the comfiest and coziest hoodie I think anyone's ever released. Head on over to MKshop.com and make sure you use code BOOBIN at checkout to get yourself free shipping. Woman asked to go ahead of me at Trader Joe's. Just sort of an amusing but still mildly infuriating anecdote. I was at the local TJ's on my lunch break from work. I usually grab a few items for lunch. This time it was a Cuban wrap, blah, blah, blah. So 3 items altogether. I get in line to check out, and the woman behind me asks if she can go ahead of me as she's in a rush. She's got a whole cart entirely filled past the top. She was also wearing more jewelry than my car is worth, so I'm guessing the maid took the day off and she got stuck with having to do things beneath her status, like be held up by a plebe like myself. I politely declined her offer of being able to wait probably 10 minutes for her stuff to be scanned and then neatly placed in her cart, no doubt by the underpaid kid ringing up her stuff. When it was my turn to pay, she gets the cashier's attention and says, "Can I go ahead of him? I'm in a hurry." The cashier asks me if this is okay. No, it's not. The woman says something about how ridiculous this is and bumps me with her cart. I gave her the benefit of the doubt and assumed this was accidental, as it only happened once. That's it. I was mildly infuriated and went about my day. I just thought the story was a bit amusing in hindsight. Well, I would probably feel the same way after the fact, but I would not be giving the benefit of the doubt if someone hit me with their cart because I said no. I mean, not like I'm gonna do anything, but we'd probably exchange a few words before I left. Just the arrogance and entitlement of someone thinking that you owe them something. Look, you can ask. There is absolutely nothing wrong with asking. But I have the full right to say no. Especially if I've got like 3 goddamn items and it's gonna take me 4 seconds to pay and leave. But you, maybe a half a goddamn hour. The opposite happens all the time. I'll be waiting in line, self-checkout or regular checkout anywhere. And someone will notice that I've only got like a soda or something and go, "Oh, you can go ahead." In which case, 9 times out of 10, I still go, "Oh, no, you're totally fine. I'm not in a hurry." Because I'm not. It's just, goddamn, people. So the person she wants to go ahead of has said no. So she thinks the cashier's the one who can overrule that denied request? Hilarious. I've had the cashier bloody say it was okay, and I had to butt in and say, "No, it isn't. I am next." Pushy people get their way more often than not, hence why they are pushy. Yeah, I swear to you, if you're a cashier, please don't go, "Oh yeah, you can totally cut this." Don't do that. What the hell kind of behavior is that as well? My dad sanded my car's hood without telling me? Why? What were you guys planning on to? What? Huh? Was asked to give up my seat on a plane so they could sit next to their daughter. Oh dear, this is gonna be fun. My wife and I were getting seated on a 14-hour international flight. My wife had the window and I was next to her in the middle seat. Ooh, man. My laptop was loaded up with episodes from the show we were watching. We had our snacks, blah, blah, blah. Then 2 parents arrive, one sitting next to me, the other in the adjacent aisle seat. They are frantic and beg me if I could move so their daughter can sit next to them. I think I normally would have stood my ground, but these people were clearly panicked. There were some airline protests going on at the time, so I figured they were in an unfortunate situation with a little girl. So I agree, gather my stuff, and start walking down the aisle to my new seat. All the time, there's a 16-year-old girl playing with her phone in the exit row. That's when I realized she is the daughter of the daughter that those parents were panicking about. She was literally taller than my wife. In typical teenage fashion, she seemed uninterested in the whole ordeal and just sat down next to my wife. I was moved to a seat next to a toddler who was kicking and screaming the whole flight, and the teenager kept resting her pillow on my wife's shoulder. It ended up being a very long 14-hour flight. Yeah, 14 hours is already long enough. We don't need people trying to inflict inconvenience on someone else. On a 14-hour flight. My longest flight ever was 10 hours from Helsinki to Texas. That's the longest flight I've ever been on, but it was okay because I was in business class. I really splurged, okay? I wasn't messing around. Oh, God, I can't even imagine. I'm way too tall and big to sit in a regular crappy airline seat for 10 plus hours. I would probably have a panic attack, no joke. International travel? Not really for me. Dad died 8 months ago. His birthday is today, and the hospital that he died in sent him a birthday email? What the? I mean, it seems automated, I get it, but come on. Wanted to report a starting wildfire in Italy. No emergency services could speak English and just hung up on me. That does seem incredibly surprising. I feel like Italians could very easily speak English. It's one of those things where, as an American English-only speaker, I would feel like a going anywhere only being able to speak English. I'm not smart enough to learn any other languages. I'm really not. That's not an excuse. I am mentally deficient in that regard. In a lot. I've got a very low IQ. It's an actual thing that I deal with on a daily basis. However, I feel like especially officials in Italy can speak English. So I don't know why they would be... What happened with this fire? Was there any update on what happened? Oh my God, okay. So that's the update. Well, it got bigger. New sports bra comes with 20 plus tags sewn in. Holy, that's got to be an accident. That one's just a freak, okay? Roommate hates not being able to steal my food and calls me selfish. Okay. I'm living with one roommate, and he doesn't want to buy his own food, drinks, and alcohol. I would buy a new bottle of tequila and a 24-pack of Dr. Pepper, and by week's end, I only had about 3 left. And I only drink 2 a day. Oh, 2 a day. You gotta chill on that, okay? You know what I'm saying? So I started hiding most of the alcohol in my room and most of my food and drinks, and now he's told me I should consider sharing. Asked if he would pay half the cost, and then sure I would share. He got mad and said he won't, and I should step up. What does he mean by you should step up? Are you supposed to be taking care of his broke ass? That's not your responsibility. I live with 3 roommates myself, and whenever it comes time for one of us to put something that we want to explicitly remain ours in the fridge or pantry or whatever, we make it known, and it's not a big deal, okay? It's really, truly not. It could not be less of a big deal. I found that the biggest moochers try to flip the script and pretend that you're selfish or greedy, when in fact the problem is them. This happened to me. A roommate was stealing all of my food, and when I confronted her about it, she said, "I don't even know who you are right now," as if I was doing some heinous, unbelievable thing. Oh, that's called abuse and manipulation, and when it comes time to renew the lease, you should leave. Or make them leave, because that right there is abusive psycho behavior, man. Felt that something was scratching my arm. Found this poking through from the inside of my jacket. What? Is that a sewing needle? What is that? Oh my god. Okay, that's interesting. My sister tangled my balls. Oh, that kind of... Of course I knew it wasn't going to be a picture of testicles. Like, that would be weird, right? Come on. I'm not insane. You are. Although this is... Why in the world would you do that? Most of this stuff is just, disrespectful. This is just incredibly rude. Unless, let's think about it this way. How old's your sister? Are they like 7 and they don't know any better? Are they really, really young? Are they a toddler? Or is your sister like 19 years old and she's just being an asshole? Airbnb left a slightly review of me. 80 pounds per night. Apparently we need to clean the place too. Stayed overnight and left early in the morning. The cabin was left untidy, although house rules were followed and no damage caused. Okay, wow. Oh, it's so annoying. Hotels have become so much better again already. Wow. I understand not leaving an Airbnb in a state, like piss on the walls and stuff like that, no damage, upturned chairs, feathers everywhere, obviously you need to tidy up a bit, okay? But you should not be required to make the bed or do all of the laundry. I think the most out there thing I'm totally fine with requiring is, hey, whatever dishes you use, could you just put them in the dishwasher and hit run before you leave? That way all they have to do is put away clean, dry dishes for the most part, right? Not a big deal. But I'm really sick and tired of Airbnb owners and management companies going out of their way to charge nightly cleaning fees or several $100 cleaning fees for an entire stay and then demanding I clean everything. Look, I'm a tidy person. I'm going to leave your Airbnb squeaky clean, trust me, but don't ever charge me hundreds upon hundreds of dollars to do that and then if I didn't make the bed, okay? You people are insane, and that's why Airbnb is colliding with the ground right now. I'm sorry, in your review you said we left the place untidy? I've never been to any kind of hotel or B&B where there is an expectation for the guests to fold their bed linen and straighten up the pillows. We even tied up the bin and put all of our towels in there as instructed. I think this is an unfair review. It is. Thank you for your message. Indeed, you did tie up the rubbish. Our guests generally straighten up the bedding and attempt to... I don't give a fuck what your guests generally do. It is not a requirement. Off. How about that, pal? My butt is beeping. All right, good hook. You have me hooked. I have an implanted pump that delivers pain medicine directly to my spine. Once a month, I go and get it refilled. They stick a needle in and deliver more meds just like filling a car with gas. Long story short, I was forced to move doctor's offices. I went Wednesday to get it filled and some sort of clerical goof caused it not to be delivered. I went in today and was told it's stuck back east due to bad weather. So now my pump is low and the alarm is going off. Every 20 minutes, my ass is beeping and there's nothing I can do about it. Just fill it up with orange juice for now. I'm sure that'll work out just fine. Stepdad ate my only food I had for lunch at work. Please, in the future, if you pay mom, send me a text stating you did so. If I receive no communication, I will send you a reminder. Okay, sounds good. Hey, is this Chick-fil-A bag and drink mine? I'm going to assume it is. If it was your dinner, sorry, it was good. Douche. Stepdad's an asshole. Yeah, an actual grade A jerk. Stealing someone's food is borderline evil. I'm not kidding. For some people, it's a big, big, big deal. Stop stealing people's food. My younger brother wants me to turn on my hotspot at 4 in the morning. I did read this one. Dude can actually chill the hell out. That's it, man. Like, that's just not... Just shut up. The dude is crazy. Perpetually online. He needs to get off for like a week and a half at least. He's got a detox. This was $8 at Starbucks. Yeah, don't buy their crappy sandwiches. Just... Look, if you're gonna get Starbucks, which I totally get, I love my pumpkin spice, I'm a bitch, right? If you're really gonna need to do that, go to one that's in a grocery store so you can go to their deli and get something for half the price that's definitely better than that. Gave my stepkid $50 for his birthday. Within 2 days, he gave it all to streamers and YouTubers. He's got nothing for himself. Yeah, man, that's not great. It's absolutely not great. I don't know what to say. As somebody that has streamed and taken donations and memberships and all of that stuff, it sucks. It does. Whenever I streamed, I always tried my best not to encourage people that are in dire financial situations or are children. Like, I don't want you to donate. I don't. You don't need to do it. It is never a requirement, and I make sure to never push that on people. Maybe I did at one point because I was being a smart ass, I think I did something once where I said, hey, if we get to $500 on this stream, I'll dress up in a maid outfit. I did do that, but that's for the adults with jobs, okay? It's a whole different story when it comes to kids getting rid of their birthday money or Christmas money or whatever. Not as stupid as my little brother. He got his first paycheck and spent it all in one night on a streamer that was streaming a horror game. He kept doing a donation that would do a jump scare sound. Stupid spent $400+. Oh my god. Stop donating money to make loud sound. Oh no! Oh, at least it was a paycheck. He'll get more. DoorDash put a sticker on my windshield. They put it... Oh, dude, bullshit. Hold on. Let me zoom in and see what the terms are. Restaurant, blah, 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 blah. DoorDash, 50% off. Yeah, first order. There it is. Thanks a lot. Have you guys noticed that? Every time you get a coupon code or anything like that for DoorDash, it's only for your first order. So every customer that uses DoorDash regularly is just given a middle finger every time. I have seen one coupon code, one in years, that was not exclusively for people signing up for the service. I understand it's a tactic to get people signed up, but it's bullshit. I'm so tired of that. Oh yeah, look at that. If you look closely, the 50% off actually refers to your ability to only remove half of it from your windshield. I hate paper-based stickers. Imagine living in an expensive apartment complex with cameras and this still happens. All right, what happened here? Dear package thief, what's wrong with you? Were you deprived of oxygen as a baby? Or just stupid as hell? What? I second that. We see you, we hate you, and karma is coming. Yeah, there's cameras, bro. They're gonna find you. My university is implementing a collective punishment policy. Anytime vandalism occurs, the burden is given to students who did not vandalize. That sure is gonna help things. For this academic year, blah, 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 damage policy, any instances of damage or vandalism in a community will be divided amongst the residents in that building, and the cost will be billed directly to student... Ooh, nuh-uh, nope, no. Because there's going to be that one asshole that racks up thousands of... Yeah, it's a community college, university, doesn't matter, it's all expensive. There's going to be one that goes, oh, so I can fuck over everyone to the tune of hundreds to thousands of dollars. I'm going to do it as often as I can, because there are insane people out there. Activity from a children's book. What the is this supposed to be? All right. Yeah, I did see this. Looks like some strange tree creature from the Upside Down. Cheated by cheese. All right, what happened? What happened with the cheese? I can barely read any of this information. Oh, what? I see. Okay, well, I just don't know what to say, man. I'm sorry. I told my mom not to clean out my drawer until I got back, and she threw out the access code to your what? To your textbook? I accidentally left the access code to my textbook in my desk drawer at home, and I was planning on claiming it today before my free trial ends. My mom told me she wanted to clean out all the papers in there, and I said to hold off until I came back. So she cleaned out everything, and I paid $140 for that code. Oh, you mean your mom paid $140 for that code? I know that there are some moms out there that like to pull this, mental gymnastic bullshit. Whenever you call them out, they refuse to admit they are wrong and go, that's my bad, dude. Holy crap, so let me pay for it. I feel like because you're telling the story, your mom's the type of person to go, no, you're stupid and dumb. That's just a lesson you have to learn. That my mom's a jerk? Internet company installed while my girlfriend wasn't home. Oh, wait, yeah. Cool. Perfect spot that they totally asked you for. Did they just let themselves in? No one was home? Stuck to the wall, and it's all on my desk. I would be calling about it. They'd be coming back out to redo it. My ex called me for the first time in over a year. Oh, good. Oh, this should be fun. We haven't spoken in over a year whatsoever. She's studying psychology at a local community college. She called me at 11 p.m. last night to tell me she thinks I have autism based on our 5-plus-year-old relationship. I, 4 beers into the night, sitting in the garage, couldn't believe what I was hearing. Did this bitch really just call me at 11 on a weekday to try and diagnose me with autism? Yeah, come on. I understand that you get a little bit of new information about a topic and you suddenly think that you know so much about it. She's taking psychology at a community college, which, by the way, there's nothing wrong with community colleges. They're very valid and a great option, and you should definitely look into them. However, Psych 101, been taking it for a week, please, you are not qualified to diagnose anybody with anything at all, let alone autism. Took me years to get that diagnosis, okay? It's not something you could just do after a couple of classes. Looked after a friend's cat a couple days ago, didn't bother mentioning to me she had fleas. Woke up to these crawling on me to... Okay, that is a ludicrous amount of fleas to be on a person. That cat must be covered. Yeah, the most I've ever found is 1. That is insane, for the love of God. AC wasn't cooling effectively in my new hostel room? Maintenance people didn't respond, so I decided to take a look myself. This is the filter. Yeah, there's a lot of filters that everyone should keep track of and replace and clean regular intervals. For instance, the dust filters in your PC case. When was the last time you cleaned those bad boys out? You know what? Just unplug the computer and give it a spa day. Take it outside and just air cannon that bastard. Trust me, you'll thank me later. This is why changing rooms should be enclosed from the top as well. Oh, come on. They knew what they were doing. I'm 28. All right, select travelers. Senior, 60 plus. Adults, 29 to 59. Youth, 12 to 27. 28 is not a real number and you are lying. Okay, so I still get to consider myself a youth for the next few months? Cool. Does that really save me any money? I did not know you were an adult when you turned 29. I got married on Saturday. I received this message randomly at 10:45 p.m. during my reception. Full story below. All right, let's see. Screw you two. I was at a wedding and your freaking bride bitched and complained about it and ruined another bride's wedding. You two are awful people. The bride had nothing to do with it and you ruined her day. What? All right, what's the full story? What's going on? My wife and my venue was right next to another venue that was hosting a wedding reception at the same time. Around 9 p.m., my bride pointed out some people by the bar, 5 to 6 adults, and asked if I knew them because she didn't. I also did not know them, so we approached. My wife asked if they were here for our wedding. One guy said, "Yeah, we are." I replied, "Okay, but neither of us know you, so you need to leave." A woman chimed in and said, "We just wanted to check it out over here and just get a drink. We'll tip the bartender, don't worry." My wedding had an open bar all night for beer and wine. I said, No, you need to leave right now. You're not invited to this wedding, and the drinks here are only for our guests, so please go." They did leave after about a minute or so, during which I was on my way to rally some friends to make them leave. That was my only interaction with anyone from the other wedding up until receiving this random message request on Facebook. The bride was certainly not one of the wedding crashers, and none of our guests went over to the other wedding reception, so I truly have no idea what happened with the other bride and why it's my fault. I love my big takeaway from this, and I love that. I love that they said, "Oh yeah, we're here to crash your we'll tip the bartender, don't worry." That's not the concern. The groom and bride probably paid God only knows how much to get an open bar for their guests, okay? Free alcohol for the guests, and you're there taking it? Nuh-uh, dude. Absolutely not. Get the hell out of here.